Hello. I think we can all agree that we've all been poor at one point in our lives. Now, imagine you're poor and your children are sick and you can't afford your housing, so you're left on the streets and while they're in the hospital, and you can't even afford the hospital. Uh, these people need help. They need housing and they need help. There's an article from the official census.org titled "Income and Poverty in the United States" by Emily Schreider, Melissa Collar, Francis Chen, and Jessica Semega from September 14th, 2021. That says that there are over 37 million people in the U.S. that are at the poverty line or below the poverty line. That's 10% of the entire country that is poor, quote unquote poor. When these families have sick children, they lack funds. They can't have housing. They can't pay. They can't afford their rent. Their the hospital bills skyrocket when they can't afford the rent because that's what they're having to pay. I'll speak from my own experience. I when I was younger, when I was 3 days old, basically right out of the womb, I had to die from diaphragmatic hernia, and my family could not afford a lot of the stuff. And so, a wonderful, wonderful organization uh, my family found was the Ronald McDonald House. Uh, we my mom and dad went there, and they helped us. They let us stay there um, for a month straight. Not like, oh, just one night. Okay, no, it was a month straight. Uh, the organization is incredible. It's a great organization. Uh, from the official Ronald McDonald House Corporation.org, under the About Us section, uh, their whole mission is it says, to create, to find, and support programs that directly improve the health and well being of children and their families. They also say their vision is a world where all children have access to medical care and their families are supported and actively involved in their children's care. And that's it. They helped us exponentially whenever they let us stay there, and they're a great nonprofit. Uh, more and more families will be helped as we give more money to them and we volunteer more to them. That's that's how it's being solved. Uh, from the Ronald McDonald House Corporation.org again, uh, they say that there's over 375 houses around the world and over 685 programs. Over 1.4 million overnight stayers yearly, and it saves the families $443 million a year. That's that's in that's insane. That's helping so many families in need, and it's the CharityWatch.org gave them an A grade, and people have been thinking that the Ronald McDonald House is corrupt. It's not. It's it it's perfect. It's nowhere near corrupt. Uh, and what can we do? We can donate and we can volunteer. The Ronald McDonald House Chattanooga.com. Uh, it's the Chattanooga subsection. Uh, says that says how you can help. You can fill out a form. You could be one of 136,000 current volunteers. Uh, there's a lot of houses in Tennessee. There's a Johnson City, there's a Knoxville, there's a Chattanooga, there's a Nashville. The Nashville one is where I stayed. Uh, is where my family and I stayed. There's also a Memphis one. There's a lot in Tennessee. There's some in Georgia and Alabama and Kentucky and Virginia. Uh, the there's a whole bunch of opportunities for you to volunteer. The Ronald McDonald House Corporation.org, the RMHC.org is the main one. It's not the Chattanooga one. When you donate, this is a very high quality. With every $1 of donations, 88 cents goes directly towards the Ronald McDonald Houses around the world. and that's huge because most corporations like to take around 50 cents, 55 cents just from it, and then keep the 40 cents and pay their CEOs and pay their higher ups. They don't care. Ronald McDonald House does not care. They're an absolutely incredible organization, and they need all the help they can have that they can get. Uh, it's a great nonprofit. The families need help. Ronald McDonald House needs your help to help these families, and it's just what these families need. They need to stay for a couple nights, or for me, a month. Uh, you can donate, volunteer, do more research, uh, become involved with the Ronald McDonald House. It's very easy to volunteer. You can just go for like a day, a month. You go once a month, and the house will feel impacted. So overall, Ronald McDonald House is a great nonprofit, and I hope through watching this video that you will be able to donate and volunteer your hours to help this wonderful organization. Thank you.